love the smell of HPA in the morning. I once had an AEG, ran for 12 hours, broke every gear off of it, all the teeth gone, and I switched to HPA. Something about that smell, silicone oil, fresh BBs, smelled like victory.
Welcome back to the Airsoft 68 channel. Today we are not at the FOB. I am here at a very special place talking about a very special product. So this is the Wolverine Airsoft MTW Fossil Dig 2. So as you notice, this is an XM177E2, and I had the opportunity to put a little bit of feedback into this, and it honestly turned out pretty cool. So we're going to talk about it a little bit today, talk about some of the things that I like, some of the things that I don't like, and maybe you'll see one on the field this year. So one of the things that you'll probably notice first is the Car 15 stock, the 6-hole, yes, this is the correct 60s and 70s style 6-hole handguard, and the A1 style pistol grip. The next thing is the A1 style upper. So this does have an adjustable rear sight with a close and long range flip up, and it also has an adjustable front sight. And then you'll notice the XM177E2 style moderator that does have a grenade launcher ring. That is also very accurate, and if you notice, there is no bayonet lug because those were also taken off. Some of the smaller details you may not notice is the teardrop forward assist. Another neat feature is it does have the flat style trigger guard. Another thing that you'll notice, and it was one of the details that I pushed for, is that there are no markings on this side of the lower, but there is on this side. So it does have the single-sided selector. This also has a moving charging handle, which is a very nice feature. You may also notice that it has the straight style delta ring instead of the slightly flared that you see with some of the later guns and the A2. This also breaks down just like all of the other MTWs do, so that you can service it. All of these things are super accurate. I'm a big fan of that. So now we've talked about it a little bit, let's talk about some of the things that aren't accurate, and they're not really things that you would notice, and this is a really solid gun, so don't get me wrong, this is a really neat piece, and if you're into NAMSofting, especially if you're doing Mach Force or Mach VSOG, this would be a really sweet gun to have. So this is a 6-position modern buffer tube, and this is a modern style castle nut. So those are a couple things that I don't necessarily like, but other than that, I think it's a really solid gun. Internally, this has a CNC hop, this has the XTS engine, and it has the blink board. So this is able to be paired with a app, and you can tune it from there, which is a super neat feature. But you can also set what your semi and full auto would do as well. Because this uses the XTS, you're able to put the Quake, which is the recoil stock, or a Raython, which would allow this to use 33 gram, 12 gram, or a whole 13 CI tank. But if you really wanted to make this a milsim machine, you could always put the 33 gram CO2 Wraith on, and this would honestly be perfect. You would lose this line, and you would get into your CO2 from the back, and this would be perfect. All in all, this is a really sweet gun. Whenever you get this, it's going to come with one of these 30 round style magazines, but if you really want to make it a little bit more accurate, you can put a 20 round style in, and this is a sweet, sweet gun. I am totally blown away by it, and I'm glad that I was able to talk about this today. So I'd like to thank Wolverine for giving me the opportunity to talk about this, and I hope to see you guys around on the field or in my next video.